done for yourself lately? You there? Who's criticizing me? What have you done for yourself greatly? You there? Who's criticizing me? Criticizing me. Criticizing me. Criticize.
Welcome to the On Point Argument channel. I am the small point, Mr. Black Shirt. Girls them love me cause I got worth. No faking, stay down to hurt. Haters see me have an outburst. Alright. Disclaimer. This video was not done to discriminate, oppress, or cause harm to anyone. This was done for discussion and entertainment purposes only. Alright? So just know that. Alright. Let's get it started now. Because we'll start with questions as usual. My question is now. For locally, boy, why do some men seek attention from other men? Yeah. Why do some men seek attention from other men? I have to ask. No. Let's be specific. Let's be specific right here. Especially Jamaican men who claim that they are not into men tend to seek attention from other men. Now hold on. I know this is going to, it have a step on a few toes, hurt a few feelings, ruffle feathers, but come on now, you will see jawbone get very thick while watching this. I know that. Some of you so-called men just like to be seen too much. Yeah, bear in mind that most of my evidence are testimonial and not really seen as solid, but valid. Yeah, man. I mean, what are the behavior of these men that would lead to such a conclusion? No, what are these men doing that will make me make a video like this? That will really make me make a video like this? First of all, why I emphasize on Jamaican men on this topic, they tend to pretend that they are the most upright militant of the male species when they are far from it. They don't fit that criteria. And with that rant, yeah, and I know the comment section is going to go off. I know the comment section going to go off, but that's fine. That's fine. Tell me where I'm wrong. When I outline all of this, tell me where I'm wrong. Watch me now. As I'm saying in my intro video, Mr. Man love workout. I'm a person who love to work out. I like workout, running, jogging, all of that. No. Ah, boy. No, look at it. On more than one occasion when I am out jogging, men who are working on construction site, men who are on construction site tend to stop what them doing. Now this happen more than once. Stop what them doing just to pass a remark. Error. No, I am not judging or pointing fingers. But doesn't that behavior usually go towards women? I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking. Or am I? It just seems weird to me. This is concerning to me. It seems weird. Yeah, it weird and sometimes I go out. All right. On more than one occasion, I go out, purchase my water, the 5-gallon bottle. So 5-gallon bottle, throw that over my shoulder like caveman. And doing my thing. Walking with my bottle. Would you believe that man pass remark? Let me tell you. Man pass remark. Hear this. Man say, when I grow up, I want to be strong like you. Giggling and sniggling like a 10-year-old. One asked me the other day, why do I have to carry the water like that? Like, why you have to carry the water like that? You couldn't get a trolley. So I told him, your father borrowed my trolley for carry your elephant mother. No, that's fighting words. I don't really care. So him start get heated and that never scared me. Let me tell you something. I am not afraid of Jamaican men. I'm not afraid of them. Never say I'm a superhero. Why I'm not afraid of them? Most of them don't have any heart without a weapon. If they do have a weapon, or in a group. So if them do have them friend around them, or them have a skinny pop, the frailest thing on earth. Believe you me, the most frail thing. One against one, that's not most Jamaican men, because they can't fight. So, moving on. But some of these men are just too creepy. The behavior is too creepy towards other men, and somebody need to address it. Now, to go along, there is a WhatsApp group that I am in. Some friends used to play football, yada yada, and all of that. Social gathering. And sometimes one birthday come up, first with big up one. Say, shout out to John Brown on his birthday, yada yada yada. Hope you live to see many more. There's always this one person. Always this one person who have to speak something negative. Even I might try to give a joke. No. Negative about the other person just to get a laugh. No. He's just taking the attention off the birthday individual. Just for everybody to focus on him. That's attention seeking right there. That's validation right there. But you know, to think of it, that person doesn't have a matrimonial or paternal responsibilities, No offspring, no marriage, no nothing. And that person is in deep middle age. No wonder his life is that person's life. Okay. Even when a message goes out to me, wow. See, if a message goes out to me, him pick it up. It's like, wow, no, not you. And some main characters are just too questionable. It might sound like ranting, might sound mediocre, but as we go further down, we're going to look at some more things, even medical reasons why these could be happening. But some men are just too questionable. Behavior, especially in Jamaica, who they're so, I love man. I no see man. Lie. Most of you men into men more than women. Yeah. And I'm not afraid to say it. Yeah. Even if you wear your football jersey, your team, you feel good, some Negro have to take up it into a conversation. They have to tell you how them feel about your team. If your team going to win the league and your team is not good as the... Regine, you and I are not friends. Don't see me and talk to me, sir. Don't see me and talk to me. We are not friends, man. Leave that alone. Just make a man go by. And another thing, with men, this is also validation seeking. Dude, quit the steering. Yeah, quit the steering. You guys, and let me emphasize on guys, you stare too much on another man. Especially if the man have a well-built physique. Yeah. Don't deny it. Don't deny it. Don't deny it.
This is concerning to me.
Yes. Don't deny it. Don't deny it. So, watch me now. Testimonial evidence now from Mr. Point himself. On one occasion, my daughter and I was walking, and she was about 16, going 17 at the time. Yeah, we were walking. She was going to the supermarket. I was going to do my regular evening run. When I returned, she said to me, "Daddy, I don't like how men stare at you in the traffic." Right? And I was like, so maybe they were just looking at in an attack manner, or maybe I look like somebody them know or something. She said, no. They were looking at you with deep admiration. Yeah, she said deep admiration. Some of you giving away yourself now, for real. Now, if a teenage girl can observe from afar your behavior, something wrong with you men. Yes, and I should say some of you men, because I don't want the black road and protest. Right? Calm down. I know that most of you guys have a little tampon moment, but calm down. We don't need that right now. He's just an attention seeker. We are pointing it out. Now, some might ask me, oh, you know them looking at you if you're not looking at them. You can see them on the 180-degree angle. The 180 degree, yes, for all my mathematicians. You can see them right here. You don't have to stare at them. And, yo, they be looking. They be looking. That's why I don't really like go out running alone. Right? I like go out and I like to bring females, some nice females. I say, hey, look there. They will look at the female one time and glimpse what, me? And I'm not afraid to say it, and people are going to say, who him, man? Who him? The simplest post, the simplest video, always offend the guilty, no matter what. Always offend the guilty, and that is just that. Right there. Now, we're going to talk about some men now. Some kind of men who like to steer. Let me show you something. Steering is also an attention-seeking mechanism. Yes, it is. You want a discussion. You want validation. You want to be seen back. You want to be steered back at. You want to be noticed. But let me emphasize again, not all men are like this. Not all men are like this. But the behavior mostly comes from the men who are on the lower economic scale. Yeah, talking about the lower economic scale now. Whoa, here is another one. Let's talk about the inner city ones. The men them who are from the inner city. No, not the ones who just live there, but the ones who have the gutter mindset. Yeah, the gutter mindset of being down. Because upright men come from the inner city. But they have to secretly get out. They have to secretly uplift themselves and then take them time come out. Because if them ever move too fast, say, in a certain community, if you buy a car and turn it into a ends buggy where everybody jump up and come drive up and go all about, them kind of want to sidestep your way like, oh, you shouldn't really have that vehicle. But that is for another video. I digressed. Alright, Mr. Gutter Mindset. You see, if you move to a new community, especially in the inner city, not sophisticated area, the men there, some of the men there, I need to emphasize on the word some. Yeah. Some of the men there tends to behave as if you owe them something. Yeah, you owe them an embrace or they you just owe them something. You owe them an embrace or something. Them want you to tell them howdy. Them want you to come and sit and chat with them, gossip about other men, which I tell you about these people. And if you don't, oh my God, they beat down your name and your character as if you walk out on them after 10 years of marriage and you take them house and everything. Boy. Emotional men, deadly. Some of them like to mess around just to cause a reaction. So they can now have a reason to harm you. Be careful. Be very careful. Which is just a fine display of low self-esteem and validation seeking, right there. Yeah. For you to be going about your business and a man who don't know you thinks that, oh, you shouldn't pass and don't say anything to him. You should say howdy. And him he don't know you, but him start to make up some stories about you. These men would be very good authors, if them put that behavior to use, but it's alright. Alright. Tell about one. There was once a little man somewhere. Nearby. Close by. I have to be careful though. And he had so much obsession with me. Because I don't embrace. I'm not the embracing type. I'm not the type to come and laugh and talk with you. No, I have things to do. I have books to read. I make sure I attend school. I read books. I conduct myself that I do not have to deal with inner city mindset. I do not have to deal with inner city mindset men. I do not have to deal with struggle females. Yeah, learn that. So as you go along and get to know who I am, I'm not an asshole, even though this is for learning purposes. But I'm not a little, you play a friend, and I'm not going to play around. So moving on. And this dude has a deep obsession. Maybe he still do, if he's still alive. But he had a deep obsession. I'm not afraid to talk. This person watch and have a view about everything I do. Everything. Look at the result. Watch, man. You're going to say where this is going. He spends so much time observing my life that his woman started a relationship with the neighbor so that she could get some attention. Right there. That was her excuse. She wasn't getting any attention from him. But he used to tell people everything that I do or say, even when I'm not aware. You see what happened? All right. Whoa, right there, so. Ah.
Really now?
Yes, it was. Yes, very really. So, that is that. There are quite a few mental reasons why these men seem to develop these type of mannerism. Yes, research was done on this. I have some other research. Going to look at it. As some of these men could be suffering from mental disorder. Who knows? Who knows? Let us give them a pass a little. We don't know them upbringing. All right. We are going to briefly look at some of the medical conditions that can lead to some of these inappropriate behavior. Here we go. Some of the psychological conditions that leads to some of these characteristics are attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, ADHD, disruptive behavior disorder, DBD, sadist personality disorder. All right. Okay. Going to readings now. ADHD. ADHD. Impulsivity symptoms. If you suffer from symptoms in this category, you may have trouble inhibiting your behaviors, comments, and responses. You might act before thinking or react without considering consequences. You may find yourself interrupting others, blurting out comments, and rushing through tasks without reading instructions. If you have impulse problems, staying patient is extremely difficult, for better or for worse. Right, you may dive headlong into situations and find yourself in potentially risky circumstances. Symptoms include frequently interrupting others or talking over them. Okay, we know a lot of people guilty of that. Poor self-control, addictive tendencies. Blurting out thoughts that are rude or inappropriate without thinking. Acting recklessly or spontaneously without regard for consequences. Trouble behaving in socially appropriate ways, such as sitting still during a long meeting. Well, the last one doesn't really connect with this discussion, so but it is a part of it. So we're not going to leave it out, but you don't have to really look at it and say, oh, what that have to do with what you say? Some of you are like that. I know. Next one. Disruptive behavior disorder refers to a group of conditions that typically share difficulties in modulating aggressive conducts, self-control, and impulses with resulting behaviors that constitute a threat to others, safety, and to social norms. Problematic issues with self-control associated with these disorders are commonly first observed in childhood, but may often persist into adolescence and adulthood, or propose a developmental or pose, I'm messing it up, not editing it out, or pose a developmental risk for subsequent negative outcomes. The sadist. All right, we're going to look at the sadist now. What is sadism? Sadism is a trait possessed by individuals with a personality of displaying recurrent aggression and cruel behavior towards others. Sadist, people who are sadist in nature, have an innate desire or intention to hurt others physically, verbally, or emotionally and find pleasure in doing so. Though the cause of sadistic personality disorder has yet to be determined, there are risk factors that increase the chances of a person developing it. Let's look at them. History of injustice. There may have been moral wrongdoings committed to the sadist. For instance, if they spend their childhood experiencing gender discrimination, all the harm committed to them lead to pent-up emotions. Thus, they end up seeking vengeance on other people. Abuse or trauma. Perhaps they repeatedly got hurt in the past. In the case of individuals who experience abuse or trauma in any form, they find that pain is normal. That's why inflicting it on other people has no negative effect on their emotions. We can look at the poverty. If a person grows up in poverty and has no control over their life, they tend to mature emotionally and develop the desire to gain power. Their hunger for control includes wanting to dominate someone else. Look at your screen, They are there to show you. So these are not my opinions. Personal failure. Individuals who experience personal failure may go through intense emotional turmoil. This could hurt them so much that they want others to become just as miserable as they are by intentionally hurting them. Look at personal failure and tell me if it matched the discussion. I'll come back to childhood again. Unfavorable childhood experience. Everything from bullying and lack of emotional support from parents to influence from peers and psychological or physical suffering can result in the development of sadistic traits. These are writings, these are research done from reputable websites. I'm going to put the link in the description so that you folks can go and have a read. This is not my opinion. And I am for reading, and please read, research, and we have discussions. Not against reading, but if you look at all of these psychological outlines, you realize that you notice most of these things happen to the men. And I'm not going to say people as a men. We're talking about leaders or who's supposed to be leaders. Happen to the men in their city. Yes. Childhood experience, yes. Support from parents. The lack of emotional support from parents. It's alright. We don't have to stress too much of that because I'm not a therapist. So that is that. So now, we're going to emphasize a little on the parents. Please, come in. We're going to talk. As a parent also, myself. Fathers, sirs, if you are the ones that are alive, obviously. If you are able to, alive or free, not locked up, try to be a part of your children's lives, especially the sons. And I shouldn't say that even, both genders, but because we're focusing on the upbringing of men right here and men's behavior, be a part of your son's life. You may not can do it financially, I understand. We all make mistakes because let me just digress a little. Most children that are planned for don't make it. Check it. Most women who say, I'm going to do this, that, finish my career, get this, that, then married and settle down. By the time that happened, she not fertile, or something wrong, or she and her husband are compatible. Most of us came here because it never planned. Accident. But we come, let us make the best of it and be positive. All right. So we no must have the money. We no must be financially equipped to start a family. But things happen. Because I did not come out of a rich, planned family. We say, okay, mother is going to do this, father is going to do this, and both of them have PhD. And no, I didn't come out of that. However, I am here and I'm going to be positive in life. I have no excuse to be a criminal. Just putting that in there, right there. So I have no excuse. But fathers, be a part of your son's life. Yeah, just be there. Go and catch a book, read something, and then come back, come tell him if you look like you're bright. If I even that. Watch some videos or something and get some knowledge and run go tell him. Make it look like you have some form of leadership about you. Yeah, cheat the system, you can. Mothers, especially the bitter baby mothers. Allow these men to bond with their sons. Allow them. Don't block it. Don't block it. And some of you stepfathers, sometimes you need to step out the way. Yeah. Yeah. You can go and discuss that one and be puffed up, but step out the way, because some of you stepfathers push away the real fathers. Yes, deliberately relocate far from the real father, then brainwash the child against him. Yes, men. You notice I'm focusing on men behavior? You men do that a lot. Poison people's mind against one another like some chore. So, ladies and stepfathers, allow the men to bond with their sons. It will help. It will help with all of these negative behavior that I just outlined and the attention seeking. It will help. I'm not a therapist, but I am for good intentions. Now, the entire family structure can be blamed also. Siblings, yes. Brothers and sisters. But brothers, live good with each other. Live good with each other will help. All of those things we outline, it will help. Most of the time, some man seek validation and attention from other man. Him have older brother, you know. But the band not there because of some foolish squabble 10, 15 years ago. Put that aside. As we come down to this video, we have to have a positive part of it. Have to have something positive. So, brothers, have close relationship with each other. Yeah. Don't just come together when it's time to bury mama. No. Not only that time. Have close relationship all the way. And, yeah. Last but not least, ladies, give the men attention who are in your life. I know it might be difficult, but give the men attention. You have your husband, boyfriend, give him attention, love and attention, because here what now. Even sisters, you can heal up your brother, you know. Cook a nice meal, go give him. Especially if your brother's single. Cook a nice meal, Father's Day and all of those time, birthday, cook something nice and give him. Because let's be honest. Most men are not getting any attention at home. From nobody. They are not capable of having an abundance of female in their rotation. Not all of them are blessed like that. Even the ones with money. I tell you. Women are complicated like that. You can't predict how you're going to keep women around you. You never predict that. You can have a lot of money and them resent you and you can be broke and you is a quote-unquote gallus, but another time. So not every man is capable of having this abundance of female around them in the rotation, come and go as they please. So they come out seeking the validation. They come out seeking the validation. So you have to think of all of those things. Anyway, the bell icon should be clicked right now. My friend, you should have clicked the bell icon already. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. I am out. Peace.
If you want information on a good time, Like, share, make sure subscribe. On point argument with decimal point. Like, share, make sure subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. Click the bell icon, you will be notified of my uploads. Don't be petrified. We are just here to have a good time.